Welcome back, guys. As you just saw, in between episodes, rescued a couple of Kerbals from orbit. I rescued Henbus and Dafeli, I think is the name. So we got an extra pilot and an extra scientist, so that is rather nice. Okay, but we did in the last one get quite a bit of science, so let's start by using all of that. And what do we want to get? What do we want to get? EVA experiments kit. Okay. Okay. And a goob ed monitor, whatever that is. Some kind of science as well. Well, science is always good, so let's research that. What about some rocketry? Efficient propulsion. Cheetah. And maybe propulsion systems. That seems pretty good. Let's research that. What do we have over here? Heavy lifters, the mainsail, the mastodon, and the pollux. Advanced construction gives us new nose cones, some airlocks of some kind, and the docking port, which I think we want. Yeah. And TS-18 and TS-12 stack separators. Okay, let's research that. Subsonic flight. I don't care too much about this, to be honest. Aerodynamics. Don't care too much about that either. Landing. Bigger heat shield. Landing struts. Bigger parachute. Yeah, we will definitely research that. Advanced flight control, which gives McJeb maneuver and translatron. Okay, so it unlocks a bunch of windows in McJeb. That's not bad. An advanced inline stabilizer and some thrusters. Okay, let's get that. Simple command modules give us the Mach 2 command pod and the Mach 1 lander can. Let's get that. Down here we have some life support stuff. And down here we have modular inline storage. Okay. So if we do those two, that would be 180. That would leave us enough for one 160 thing. So the question is, do we want one 160 thing or two 160 things and 190 thing? Oh, I like the thuds. I like the thuds. Advanced fuel system seems very nice as well. Specialized construction gives us a bigger fairing. And the bigger clampetron. Okay. That seems kind of nice. This seems very nice. Let's research that. Actuators, grabbing things, not super interesting. Advanced reaction wheel, RCS, more RCS. Cupola, lunar excursion module, advanced exploration. Mobile processing lab is rather nice. Precision engineering gives us a better probe and a better antenna. And another surface science thing. Not sure what these are for. It's something about power, obviously, but other than that... Ooh, retractable solar panels. Sacal 1000 controller. This intelligent programmer control can manage a number of parts across a vessel. Okay. Heat management. Heat pump drill. Titanium radiators. Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking the advanced fuel systems. Let's research that. And then we can get one of these. And I think I want to get this one. Alright. That's all our science spent. Cool, cool. Let's take a look at missions. So, active, we have Explore the Moon. We already did some of this, but we need to rendezvous two vessels in orbit of the Moon. I'm not too worried about that. We have all the time in the world we want to do it. So, let's not worry about that right now. I'm not too worried about this either. Rescue Danford, I'll probably do off camera as well because we've already done rescues. Though Danford's orbit is a little bit more wonky than the others that we rescued. Now bring green sandstone back from Minmus. That's interesting. We want to go to Minmus. We want to get science from Minmus. And we also have a contract for science data from the surface of Minmus. So let's accept that. What else? Adjust that orbit. I need to check the the fuel on it. So Moon Orbiter Relay Sat 1. Let's go check that. Moon Orbiter Relay Sat 1. And they want it in a slightly changed orbit. You know what? We'll definitely take that contract and do that real quick, because that will that'll be easy. So position that. We can do the actual repositioning later. Now these two are kind of interesting as well. 2 satellites to Eve. Let's take those. Alright, now, where is the alarm clock? It's there. Let's create an alarm. Planetary transfer, Urban to Eve. $154 days we have a transfer window. Let's add that alarm. I think we'll create alarms for all of them. So Moho, there's 28 days. Not Moho, but Tuna. Oh. Tuna. Add. And we'll get one to Jewel. add, and we will get one for Dres, add, and finally for Elu, add. Okay. So now we know when we have transfer windows, which is kind of nice. That's a good thing to know. Oh, I didn't want to go in there. We have plenty of time to do that reposition of the satellite around the moon, so we're not going to do that right now. I'll do that off camera. It's not very fun to watch. So let's make something to go to Minmus. We could theoretically use just Moonlander 1A, I guess. I mean, we could use this. It has enough Delta V, I think. We don't need really much more Delta V to go to Minmus than we do to go to the moon. It's actually about the same, I think. So why don't we just use this? Because we now have this pod, Mach 2 command pod, which can hold 2 Kerbals. So I'd like to take 2 Kerbals to Minmus instead of 1. So let's get rid of this and I mean, we haven't been to Minmus before to land, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, but this is gonna take a while to build, so let me see what I can come up with, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, here is the monstrosity I've come up with. Basically, we have 3 large tanks here on the outside with some skipper engines on. They can gimbal, so they can control the craft. In the middle, we have 2 tanks. This is basically the transfer stage. So these 3 go off first. Then this, once we're up in altitude. And then we switch to another Terrier in here for the lander. We have... Oh, one thing I've forgotten is solar panels. That's probably a good idea. Let's grab some solar panels and we'll put them here, I think. 3 will be more than enough. Okay. And what we can do is say... I think McJab... No. Okay. So... Actions... We don't need our brakes. So our brakes can... extend these. Extend solar panel. Disable same vessel. No. 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 We just want to extend the solar panels. Yeah. Oh wait. We want to extend the solar panels. There. That's it. So we can brake and extend our solar panels. And that's fine. Let's save that. And we have Jebediah and Bob as our crew, and Bob has a EVA experiments kit, which I'm not sure what does, but that'll be fine. And the reason we have those two, well, Phil has 1-star experiments, but Jeb has never really gone anywhere. He doesn't have any experience, so I want to give Jeb some experience. So yeah, that's our vessel. Let's save again and launch. And let's hope this works. I think it'll work. We'll find out. Okay. Let's just take a look at the map. So where are we right now? We are here. So we need kind of to go up a little bit, go north a tiny bit. That's fine. SAS on, throttle up, and go for launch. This is a weird rocket, but I like it. And we have these reel shoots on that will deploy automatically when we stage. So they'll be able to hopefully save these stages and save us some money. That's the plan anyway. That's the plan. So we need to go a little bit north. So something like this, I think. Because Minmus is a little bit askew. Minmus is a little bit askew. Alright, we'll keep it there for now. And we should have enough Delta V to do this, I think. I think we have enough Delta V to do this. Stop turning. Don't want you to turn. Alright. Going up, and we want to tilt over a bit more now. So let's do that. And let's come down to around here. We have time to wrap up this around a minute, which is perfect. And let's come down and basically go horizontal. Okay. We're getting some heating effects, but that's okay. We are going very fast. And we'll just get up to around, well, let's say 90. There. Okay. This is awesome. I forgot to put lights on. Alright, well, we'll land on the light side of Minmus so that we don't have trouble with that. I also didn't put a reaction wheel on. That might have been a mistake. We'll see. Let's get out of the atmosphere. There. We can plan our circularization burn up here at our apoapsis. Just circularize. There. Apoapsis 93, periapsis 89. That's perfect. 406 meters a second, so we don't even need our entire stage to do this. But we'll be dumping the stage a little bit before we actually do the circularization, because I want it to come back down. I want it to come back down. So at around 35 kilometer periapsis, we will we'll ditch this stage. Okay. And we are almost there. To burn at around 5 seconds. There's 8 seconds to go. So let's see. Go for burn. And we'll just check this. You see there. Stage. And we'll get this up to around what we said. So around 85, 89, something like that. That is a very, very circular orbit, I'd say. Okay. Minmus, where are you? Minmus, set as target. And we want to burn somewhere around here, I think. And, whoa. Let's try and drag a little bit. Hard to see. Let's come out like that. That actually gives us an encounter. Or what? No, it doesn't. It sends us out of the solar system, which is not what we want. Or out of our system, our Kerbal system. Or plane of sphere of influence. So let's try this again. Let's see, we need to come up some. So something like that seems good. And then maybe slow down a little bit. And adjust our timing. Can't see a damn thing. Still need to come up more. So something like that. Maybe slow down. Slow down more. And then we need to adjust our timing some. I think. Put that way. There we go. I think we have an encounter, more or less. We certainly get into Minmus sphere of influence, so let's see if we can hit that. We need to come up. Not that much, apparently. Slow down. Can't see the nodes. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, here we go. Okay. I think we'll adjust this later. Let's just get this burn done, I think. And then we can adjust it. Yeah. Now, our contract, which is something that I forgot to look at. We need to bring green sandstone back. It doesn't say where from, so it doesn't matter. Okay. That's good. Alright. In that case, we will turn to be on our maneuver node. I'm fairly certain that this isn't a very efficient burn, but we'll see. We have enough delta V. Alright. Warp. Don't care about all those new situations. It's a 4-minute burn. Well, 4.5 minute. So we need to burn at 2 minutes 17 or so. 7:18. So let's get down here. And that's of course because we just have a little Terrier engine, so it's not a very efficient engine. Well, it's a very efficient engine, but it's not a very powerful engine. Okay. So we are burning. And this will take a while, obviously, so I'll be back when the burn is pretty much done, or actually done. Okay, guys, the burn is almost done. We do need to extend our solar panels. I forgot to do that, so there they come. Aren't they pretty? Alrighty. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's shut that down and see what it looks like. Right, so we have a periapsis here at Minmus. That's not at all what we want. So I want to add a maneuver somewhere. Do we have a moon encounter? We have a moon encounter there. That's not great. Well, we're not going to hit it. Alright, I'm going to add a maneuver here. And I want to fix our approach to Kerbal. Or to Minmus, sorry. And this looks much nicer. And we want to slow down a bit, I think. Nope, we want to speed up a bit. So the periapsis is at 139. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is very sensitive. 116, 69, 49, 37, 6. That's about right. Let's not do that. 9 kilometers. That is pretty much perfect. I like it. So a 13-second burn in 33 minutes. And we have more than enough delta V to do that. Beautiful. So let's turn towards our maneuver node. And time warp. There we go. So it's just 56.9 meters a second correction burn, which is nothing. So we have 709 meters in this stage. So we'll be able to circularize around Minmus as well with this stage, which is wonderful. which is wonderful. All right, let's see. Need to burn at around 6-7 seconds. So burn. And there's carbon. X. All right, let's see. Well, we're flying into Minmus now. So that's not what we want. We want to come over here. I think somewhere like down here. And just do a little burn. That doesn't look right, does it? Alright, let's just make a correction maneuver. Let's put it there. And what do we need to do? We need to come this way a bit. There's a periapsis. And that looks about right. It doesn't need to be precise, I just want to know where to burn, which direction to burn. 1.5 meters a second burn to correct this. That's something that we can live with, I think. Burn here. And we'll just do one little tap of shift until we get to where we want to be. So let's see, right about there. That'll do. Periapsis of 13 kilometers is absolutely fine. Perfect. And no moon encounter, which is also perfect. So let's warp here. It'll take 3 days. We do also have, I did not forget, live support for those of you who are screaming at me. We do have live support. Where is it? Where's live support? Is this it? No. That ain't it. Minmus. Where's our life support? I have it. We're not gonna die. But I don't see life support here. Which is a little weird. Here. We can see it at least. So we have food, we have oxygen, we have everything that we need. So that's fine. Alright, I don't know where the food support, the life support button is though, which is a little annoying. Ship manifest, flight engineer. I mean, we have a lot of nice things that we can do with McJeb. We're not going to use that yet. Alright. We are looking good. Our power situation is fine. Let's get closer. So we could do some science here, but it's not a whole lot. We can do it on the way back as well. And let's just... We are actually out of time for this one. So in the next one, we will be entering Minmus sphere of influence, and we will be landing on Minmus, and for hopefully flying home to Kerbin as well. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.